friends, it is wise to nourish the soul. Otherwise, you will breed dragons and devils in your heart. Your But there is no energy unless there is a tension of opposites. Hence, it is necessary to discover the opposite to the attitude of the conscious mind. Our suffering comes from our unlived life, the unseen, unfelt parts of our psyche. Fanaticism is always a sign of repressed doubt. Who has fully realized that history is not contained in thick books, but lives in our very blood? Heaven has become for us the cosmic space of the physicists, but the heart glows in a secret unrest gnaws at the roots of our being. Man's task is to become conscious of the contents that press upward from the unconscious. What did you do as a child that made the hours pass like minutes? Herein lies the key to your earthly pursuits. What is not brought to consciousness comes to us as fate. If you think along the lines of nature, then you think properly. Knowledge rests not upon truth alone, but upon error also. Our psyche is set up in accord with the structure of the universe, and what happens in the macrocosm likewise happens in the infinitesimal and most subjective reaches of the psyche. We are always human, and we should never forget the burden of being only human. We can keep from a child all knowledge of earlierness, but we cannot take from him the need for mythology. One could say with a little exaggeration that the persona is that which in reality one is not, but which oneself as well as others think one is. It would be a ridiculous and unwarranted presumption on our part if we imagined that we were more energetic or more intelligent than the men of the past. Our material knowledge has increased, but not our intelligence. The paradox is one of our most valued spiritual possessions. You are what you do, not what you say you will do. In the last analysis, most of our difficulties come from losing contact with our instincts, with the age-old forgotten wisdom stored up in us. The dream gives a true picture of the subjective state, while the conscious mind denies that this state exists or recognizes it only grudgingly. Know all the theories, master all the techniques, but as you touch a human soul, be just another human soul. The ideas of the moral order and of God belong to the ineradicable substrate of the human soul. If only a worldwide consciousness could arise that all division and fission are due to the splitting of opposites in the psyche, then we should know where to begin. Each is deceived by the sense of finality peculiar to the stage of development at which he stands. To be normal is a splendid ideal for the unsuccessful. Dreams give information about the secrets of the inner life and reveal to the dreamer hidden factors of his personality. My friends, it is wise to nourish the soul, otherwise you will breed dragons and devils in your heart. A true symbol appears only when there is is a need to express what thought cannot think, or what is only divined or felt. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. It is only the things we don't understand that have any meaning. Man woke up in a world he did not understand, and that is why he tries to interpret it. My speech is imperfect, not because I want to shine with words, but out of the impossibility of finding those words. I speak in images, with nothing else can I express the words from the depths. All the works of man have their origin in creative fantasy. What right have we then to depreciate imagination? Whether you call the principle of existence God, matter, energy, or anything else you like, you have created nothing. You have merely changed a symbol. Every step closer to my soul excites the scornful laughter of my devils, those cowardly ear whisperers and poison mixers. But there is no energy unless there is a tension of opposites. Hence it is necessary to discover the opposite to the attitude of the conscious mind. Our suffering comes from our unlived life, the unseen, unfelt parts of our psyche. Fanaticism is always a sign of repressed doubt. Who has fully realized that history is not contained in thick books?
I don't know, 6 months or a year when your business is not operating. That's why it's called business.
Heaven has become for us the cosmic space of the physicists, but the heart glows and a secret unrest gnaws at the roots of our being. Man's task is to become conscious of the contents that press upward from the unconscious. A true symbol appears only when there is a need to express what thought cannot think, or what is only defined or the greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. It is only the things we don't understand that have any meaning. Man woke up in a world he did not understand, and that is why he tries to interpret it. My speech is imperfect, not because I want to shine with words, but out of the impossibility of finding those words. I speak in
Clearly, Steve, workers' comp changes like talk. So Malkador now. I'll go anywhere.
That's why I generally talk current event and politics and the human condition, Jeremy.
Steve, that's also why I shy away from Bitcoin talk, Steve. But Malkador, you spoke about steel production, right? And so as a lesser Albertan, aka an Edmontonian, compared to a Calgarian, like because there's even not contention. Calgarians just have fucking pity ever since fucking Brits. Let me just say this: when we talk about the quality of coal, right? There's coal that is high quality enough to produce steel, right? And so the reason why a lot of American
iron and nickel and
but hold on, not
pig iron and coke, and you're gonna stick that into the actual burners, but yeah.
But Malcolm, correct me if I'm, because you know way more than I do. So I'm not making a statement. I'm asking a question. Am I right when I say that not
Are you
all
building
coal
an orc army?
Mm-hmm. No,
there's some coal that is of a quality.
Templar army.
Great story about the coal, Jeremy. Did you have a point about the coal?
Yeah, I don't know anything about the coal. I know that when it comes to your the manufacturing of the steel is going to be other processes that are going to make a much more significant difference.
Well, for sure, there's like different qualities of all natural materials, right? Like Canada's got more fucking oil and gas than I think almost anywhere in the world, except our oil. A lot of it's trapped in sand, and it makes it really expensive to. So our oil production is only, kind of fully switched on when the price of a barrel of oil tops like $150, whatever. When it goes really high, that's when we start really producing stuff. But
I think you're talking more of like the production of steel itself, right?
Well, and Matthew, I'm willing to go in any direction. What I was referencing is that there's certain coal from America that gets sent to the biggest steel producers in the world, Ukraine and other places, because the quality of their coal is required in order to produce heat that is sufficient enough to create steel. But Matthew, to your point, right? Yes, America's.
But hang on, not necessarily. So they have other ways of producing steel. So I forget the actual term. I can search it for you later. It's these massive electrodes that are going to go into the actual
induction heat. Yeah, it's induction, which is what most blacksmiths use today. But to that point, the majority, and this leads into what I was going to say to you, Matthew, is that the majority of legacy steel plants are not built to process induction. They're built, especially the ones in Ukraine and other places that need steel, are built to heat with high quality coal. Right?
I used to date a chick like that. Her name was Tamika. She loved the induction process.
Which is that the U.S. is the biggest producer of oil in the world. And yet that's not enough oil to meet their needs. And so the 60% of the oil they import to meet their needs comes from Canada. Right. And the nuance of what you said, Matthew, which is super important when they say like, oh, we're going to stop buying your oil.
Yeah.
All the pipelines that go from Alberta down to America, they lead to refineries that are built. 80% of America's oil refineries are built to process tar sands, oil sands, not Saudi oil, our oil. Right. Because we sell it super fucking cheap because it's easy.
Well, you can keep your Canadian bacon and your John Candy comedies. We don't care, Jeremy, about your oil.
Malkador, this was my question, Malkador. And this is my question, Malkador. Is Carney a couple days ago announced his support for a second pipeline from Alberta to Vancouver?
No. He wants to.
I'm super for it. I'm a hardcore socialist capitalist.
No to the pipeline. Protect the reservations and the wildlife. Jeremy, how could you destroy nature? You're so cruel, Jeremy.
John's right. Like those guys on the West Coast in BC, they're out of their fucking minds. I mean, a lot of those folks along the edge, along the ocean, they're retired millionaires. Because what happened is the majority of them moved to fucking BC like 50 years ago, when these house prices were absolutely dirt poor. Some of them were literally beachcombers that just like got crown land for free. They built it up, right, and these beautiful sounds, like beautiful, like orca, like amazing places, at least when you go there in the summertime. Fucking rains every day in the wintertime. And now their houses and properties are worth like 4, 6, 12 million bucks, like minimum $2 million bucks. Minimum.
Beautiful segue, Matthew, and full circle to the origin of this room. And Steve, let me just say this: the reason why what Matthew said is so important. And the reason why I think you guys have fallen into this and draw in this bullshit dichotomy that owning your house is somehow a good investment, is because of your parents. Because your parents, what Matthew said, 50 years ago,
I wanted to land. What I was saying is that these guys are really spoiled just by happen chance, like just by chance, because they happen to move to the area of the world that was like extremely cheap 40 years ago, and now their house prices have gone up like literally like 30 times, right? So they're sitting on this extremely wealthy land, and they're spoiled, and they want, and they can just sell like a quarter of their property, and now they have enough money to retire forever, or they could sell it and move to like anywhere else inside the country. But they've got money, and they know that the beauty and the scenery, and it's just that they live in a different reality from the rest of Canadians, and they keep their ideals. Like there is like this group of, I can't even explain. Like, okay, Vancouver's kind of divided into a bunch of different parts. You got the east part, which is like a little bit grungy, right? And then you get like the North Vancouver, right? And in North Vancouver, you got these like wealthy white folks, but also like wealthy Persians too. Okay, and they're very, very, very liberal, and they never come out of their little enclaves and their private neighborhoods, like $16 million homes and stuff like that. And they're super, like the last mayor of Vancouver, Captain Rainbow Pants, I think he made $1 billion selling fucking, what was it, like organic water or some shit, right? It's like this whole trendy thing, you know. It's and a lot of these, like their parents made their initial millions from the properties, and then they raised their kids in these very expensive, like, I don't even, am I right, Todd? Like, it's just this weird, they're out of touch with the rest of fucking Canada.
Oh, they absolutely are.
Yeah.
Just to touch on the whole, like, Carney thing, I don't think Carney wants to build the pipeline. I think he did it because he had to agree to it, because the pressure was building in Alberta so fucking heavily against Ottawa. They needed to get things to simmer the fuck down.
Nah, he's an economist. I think he wants to make the economy better, you know?
Yeah, but his whole push is about green energy, and he never released the actual bills that prevented things like the oil tankers on the coast, things of that nature.
And then, so what all these hippies do is that they get all political, so they're really involved in like the leftist education on the West Coast, and they push this sort of indigenous native persons, whereas every fucking native person I ever spoke to is like, fuck, build that shit because our communities need money, they need jobs, right? But the quote unquote native adjacent white young rich kids who go to these universities are the loudest, and they pretend to represent like what these native communities want to do now. And what the chiefs do in the native communities is they always hold back, and they make it hard to put a pipeline through because they're waiting for a massive fucking payday. So what the chiefs do is say, yeah, don't put that shit through our land, and then Ottawa comes along and says, okay, here's a couple more million, and they're like, no, it's not enough.
It's called drainage, Eli.
Yeah.
Drainage.
Dude, I got back from Dubai, and Dubai is like this. They're just like built, right?
Oh, fuck yeah, they're hiring right now, big time too.
They're always hiring because they're just building. And you know what? If you don't fucking work, they just kick you out, which is kind of their very common sense. But yeah, everybody who goes, you go to Dubai for one thing, you go to there to fucking work. But every Emirati citizen, I believe, has a free house. And Canada has way more natural resources than the Emirates do. Every Canadian could have a mansion.
Yeah, but Matthew, you're spending all the money on the military and big pharma. It's you guys have your socialized medicine. You guys get free injections from big pharma. You don't get free houses.
No, that's you guys already have the big pharma.
No, that's you, Canada. It's the same fucking system. You guys got it even worse than we do. Same with the Australians. Same with the British. Ain't nobody getting a free house. You're getting an injection for free. A couple boosters with it, too.
This year is the first time Canada actually started to invest money into our military.
Hold on, before we go to military, Malkador, hold on. Let's talk about healthcare. Canada pays the average cost of healthcare per Canadian versus American is radically lower, and yet our healthcare outcomes are better than yours.
Radically? Ooh, how radical and how much better?
Hold on. Ozempic in Canada, because of our difference in the ability for big pharma to limit people's access to their.
Is that why you have a six-pack now, Jeremy?
Absolutely. You know how wealthy I am? That's exactly why. Obviously.
Oh, also, hang on, Jeremy. Anyone who's in the audience, the hand raising is off. All you have to do is unmute, and you can come up and talk.
Funny thing, just this past summer, just for fucking shits and giggles, I ordered some Ozempic just for the fun of it to see what would happen. I got fucking blood in my shit after 2 weeks. I stopped immediately. That shit's no good, man. Ozempic is whack.
Don't order Ozempic from Mexico, Matthew. God damn it, man.
That's where I get my steroids from.
You were shitting blood? Ozempic made you shit blood?
Yeah.
How do you know it was the Ozempic?
I don't know. They made it in a bathtub somewhere in an apartment in fucking Santa Cruz.
And this is the problem, right, Steve, is that when you look at your parents, when they bought a house, they bought it before 1971, when money fucking mattered, right? And if you think that buying a house...
Oh, money doesn't fucking matter anymore, Jeremy.
Okay, you know what, music? I've entertained everyone. Let me entertain you. When you come on stages and the only contribution to the conversation has nothing to do with the topic, and the only reason you come up on stage is the off me just to be like, fuck you, Jeremy. Like, are you gay? Like, what's your fucking obsession?
I'm not gay. I'm just saying, like, you know, what are you talking about? What's your point?
Hold on, I'm entertaining music. Is the only reason you come up, like, is it because you lack enough intelligence to comment on the...
No, I criticize everybody on Clown House that comes here to talk. Don't you know my shtick yet? If you're here talking, I'm here roasting you. It's a barbecue. Pass me the coleslaw and the barbecue sauce.
Okay, so I'm just trying to... I know I don't speak a lot of American, so your answer is you're homosexual.
No, I didn't say I'm a homosexual. I said you are a Canadian bacon, John Candy movie motherfucker, Jeremy. I'm just saying. I came here to roast you. I know this is the Talking Apes League, and you and all these guys have these amazing conversations about, like, would you swim through a pool of diarrhea for $1 million? Would you do it?
All right.
And then you guys argue about the technical aspects of the debate.
I think John is actually a performance artist. And I think... honestly, we're all a little bit like John. We're all kind of Johns in a way. Am I right, John?
I would agree. You know, the fool becomes the sage. I'm just saying, some people never became the sage. They're just playing the fool.
Yeah, I think you are a bit of a sage because, like, you stream everything. You're involved in politics. Like, everybody... I was explaining this in a room before. People were like, oh, fucking John's weird. I'm like, no, he's kind of like Andy Warhol, like you're a reflection of, like, modern times. Honestly. Everybody's a John, right? Everybody wants to hear themselves talk. Everybody wants to be in social media. Everybody wants to play politics. When it could all be just meaningless, right? And John also, like, shows, like, he shows... like, he'll stream what we're doing here in the room to some YouTube channel. And some people will be upset. And I'm like, don't be fucking upset, because when you're online, there is no privacy whatsoever, dude. Like, that's a myth. And I think John's just showing us, like, look, there is no privacy. He's, like, trolling. He's, like, an obvious troll. which is better than, you know, an underhanded troll. Don't you think, Jeremy? You know what I mean? There's some value. Honestly.
Here's the nuance, Matthew. Here's the nuance, right?
Right.
Is that I get it. Like, don't expect. I have no issue with what people say. If you want to be a troll, and my curiosity, and here's where I disagree with you.
Right.
Is sure. Everyone enjoys hearing themselves talk, but like, I don't come on here to troll. I don't come on
Right.
like convince people that my view is right. I come in here for two reasons. One, to learn from people who know shit about stuff that more than me, and I have enough humility to actually like ask questions. And two, for entertainment.
Right.
And so those two things. But my entertainment, and maybe the answer music is like, hey, Jeremy, I don't come here to learn. I just come here to entertain myself. And what I find funny is just pop into rooms and interrupt conversations to be like, shut up, Jeremy, shut up. But Matthew, my takeaway is that if you're a person who like is so vested in Clubhouse that like you're trying to build a business around it, or you're spending time editing and streaming content from a dumb app and think that's a good use of your time, or if you Google things about people you talk to get their picture and put it on your PTR and you think that's like, go ahead, but like that says so much more about you than it says about me.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't take much of what John says, like any particular thing, very seriously. But I think the shtick is like a good reflection of the way culture is now. You know, he's like a performance artist. I feel in a way. Don't take him seriously. Like, but
sure.
I think take the performance seriously. Take the performance itself seriously. Like, John, I take the performance seriously because I think you are a bit of a canary in a coal mine sort of thing.
But Matthew, when you say that, do you mean like I appreciate music as being a hardcore, devoted mime, but also don't spend your life being a devoted mime? Or are you saying that he's like Hamilton on Broadway?
Well, okay, you know Andy Warhol, right? Andy Warhol?
Canadian. Don't treat me like I'm an American. Stop it. I'm Canadian. Of course I know.
Okay. So Andy Warhol, like, regardless whether or not you really liked his art, he did kind of reflect what was happening at that particular moment in time in history. So Andy Warhol made
He was a skilled artist.
Yeah, but he had critics, like, during his time, people didn't like him. There was a lot of people who said, Jesus Christ, anybody can make a fucking, soup cans. A lot of people really didn't like him.
Matthew, I'm going to give you just enough rope for you to hang yourself. So please finish the statement and tell us why music is just like Andy Warhol.
Well, I think, so this is why, so Andy Warhol kind of acted as a mirror, right? Like, he blew up newspaper articles and really, really large and put them into museums, right? And so people are like, what are you doing? Like, it's just ridiculous. That's from the newspaper. And so by taking something and making it super obvious, we're no longer the fish that are in the water. We're kind of taken out of the water, and then we're like, oh, that's where we are now. And I feel like John kind of, at least for me, kind of does that because, like, he's literally playing politics, right? But obviously, no offense to you, John, it's very unlikely that you're ever going to be elected as a senator, right? And every man nowadays with their social media, they receive the politics on the news, but they also yell back at the television. They sort of engage with politics, and everybody now can be an armchair politician. And I think John's taken that to like a higher level. He sits in his room with his posters and all these weird things on the wall, and he's streaming, and he's like, yeah, I'm running for politics. And I think we all kind of do that. Like a post about Trump will come up on our Instagram feed, and then you'll write in down below, be like, oh, fuck this guy, I'm for this, or I'm against that, right? And nobody really gives a fuck what you think. I mean, you can put your comments in there, and I'm not just talking about you, Jeremy. Nobody gives a fuck what I think either, or anybody else that thinks. So it's like this false engagement that we have with the information sphere. We think that we're engaged with it, right? But we're actually not, right? We're kind of like, it's this narcissism. And then John's like super narcissistic, and I'm like, fuck, yeah, no. That's how I kind of see your shtick there, John. I do.
Well, what's crazy is as somebody who I create so much content, the bots or the fake traffic or the fake engagement, it's all there. Like there's no real engagement, and there's no transparency into engagement.
Yeah, and then people come along and they get pissed off because you're streaming like what people are talking about on YouTube, right? And I'm like, dude, if you're coming on Clubhouse, you better fucking know that like nothing you say here is ever like it's out there in the public. So I think in that way, Jeremy, John's kind of like a canary in a coal mine. He's like showing us like how ridiculous this information sphere is. I don't know. That's where I kind of get it. Maybe.
I guess my take is that listen, like if and you can see it all around, like you can see it on TikTok now, right? Where people just take existing content and then they repackage it and put it out and slap a little, and I guess the point is that you look at Aaron, help me, is an American son of a prisoned American dude with the first Trump thing. He's a political commentary, social media guy. Aaron Perez or P something. His dad was sent to jail with a thing with Trump. Anyways, like if you actually have content that you can create that's of value, that's interesting, and then go on TikTok, go on, be you. Also, like any senator or any personality or AOC, like they were intelligent and had content, original content, to the extent that people were interested and they could like go first level on social media and make themselves a thing.
Yeah, but Matthew, this is
the majority of us, 99% of us, engage with social media in a kind of like navel gazing, masturbatory way.
It's a voyeuristic it's all voyeuristic. Even this app is voyeuristic. Look at the voyeurs in the goo. My point is, Jeremy, what I'm doing is I'm trying to reverse engineer everybody's opinion, because philosophically life is just opinion, but the universe is transformation. Therefore, if you haven't found out what silence is and all you do is come on here and run your effing mouth every single day about every effing thing under the effing sun, I'm trying to record that, to put that on the internet. And if people that know that I've recorded them, like, we are engaged in a different way, but at the same time, I'm trying to just be a mirror and say, hey, this is how you spend all your time. And I'm sitting here listening to it, just sitting here, but this is how you do you. And life is about what you do.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get that.
And let me try and respond. Let me try and respond without being interrupted, right? And I hear what you said, music, right? And again, let me restate what I said. The reason I come on this app is twofold. One is entertainment and giggles, and the second is to learn things from people who know more about shit I don't know. Those are the two things, right, music? And so what I heard you say is like, hey, Clubhouse is a bunch of people masturbating, wanting to hear themselves. So I just want to record it because that's what they spend their time doing, and I just want to repost it. So what I heard you say, music, is like, hey, people spend most of their time watching reality TV shows, right? And I just want to record them sitting there watching reality TV shows and put that online, right? But also, music, replays are on. This is a dying app. If people wanted to hear people, coming on this app and either, acting like they've got ego or being incels or being racist or being Israelites or curious, replays are on this dying app. You think that taking something that's on a dying app and putting it on YouTube, that people are going to like to that? And the only point I'm trying to make, music, is that I get it. You can watch someone who watches Mormon Housewives of Utah and say like, what a useless way to spend their time. But they find enjoyment with it. And the only difference between them and me is that they can't learn anything. They can't ask questions. So if I come off mute to make a point and ask a question to an opinion of me, and you only come off mute to be like, oh, Jeremy. Like, do you fucking learn anything on this fucking app, music?
think that's what his focus is, right? But yeah, I think, John, you should strip the difference between people that come on to try to communicate and learn, because that's one type of engagement, and then there are people, that are they just want to hear themselves talk. I think you make a very good point, Jeremy. Yeah, for sure, there is those two differences. Yeah.
Here's the reality, the sad reality with humanity, at least for the people in Clubhouse.
Yeah.
And this has been my experience anecdotally since I've been on this app. The messier it is, the bigger the room. You want to double click on some obscure, nuanced fucking thing that one person is an expert on and someone else is super interested in and wants to learn from them?
Yeah.
Nothing fucking kills a room faster than that.
Okay, well, I would just...
Workers' comp, investing,
Jeremy, I gotta tell you, you can't learn anything on this app, and if you think you can come to this app to get an education on any topic other than entertaining yourself, you're delusional, my friend. And all I can tell you is I've been using AI in a way to educate, because I really believe that most people don't know how to really use their brain, because you have to like step outside, and AI allows you to educate yourself and others now in a way that we can't really do through conversation. And in my opinion, it's mostly just hypnosis that's happening on this app. It's not education. It's entertainment hypnosis or conversational hypnosis.
I'll say this.
Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead, Matt.
Well, I kind of disagree. What we can learn is about other people's lives. But, that could be the one thing that we really could learn. It's like, hey, how did you grow up? What did you do? What was your life like? I mean, people can. The possibility does exist for us to express sincerity and kindness and all the good things, for sure. That's a possibility. But I understand, John. I understand your pessimistic view of social media, because a lot of the time we're pulled into such negativity, and just like you're saying, John, just these crazy rooms where it's just a bunch of fucking...
You just have to look at it as a track. Like, basically, your consciousness is the live stream of the words that you're listening and putting in your brain. So if you go onto this app and you go into a lot of African American spaces, it's so toxic, so loud, so ghetto, so cringe. Like, I understand why we have societal problems, because the communication reflects the problem. But I'm just saying it's your choice as a man to choose what you listen to. I'm using AI and playing a lot of music to program myself, as opposed to listening or engaging in conversations, because I don't see the value that Jeremy claims is in the education. Now, if you want entertainment and you want to go to the casino and play that slot machine, this is a low-cost place to play the slots. And that's cool. But I'm just saying, I know it doesn't cost anything to be here, but it does in terms of your life, your live stream, your literal brain stream. And to me, Talking Apes is an example of basically a toxic space that you can live without and really offers no value to one's life. That's my opinion.
It sounds like you've maybe spent too much time talking to AI, and that's kind of warping your perception, right? Because what I'm hearing is a lot of familiar themes of how, I'm so much smarter than everybody else. And
no, it's not that. I'm choosing what I want to listen to.
Shut the fuck up! I'm in the middle of a fucking sentence. Okay. And honestly, if you look into it, you'll find that AI does exactly this, because it's constantly looking to interact with you and, be something that your ego seeks out. It will...
You don't understand what I'm doing.
It will deal with it.
Michael, I'm playing music. I'm taking poetry and mixing it with Suno. I'm listening to music. See, if you talk to people like that with the STFU, that's a you problem. I'll sit here and just stump on my little tree stump right here.
You're hearing an idea that makes you uncomfortable.
It's not an uncomfortable idea. You don't even know what I'm doing.
So you have to just try and drown
See,
it
you're
out.
using profanity and making assumptions.
Is an incredibly...
You're using profanity and making assumptions. And you know what happens when you make assumptions?
Well, it is true. Guys, gentlemen, it is true that there's a great documentary on this. Michael, did you watch the documentary where this guy? It's fucking fantastic, guys. Everybody, I think everybody in this room seems like it would be interested in this documentary. It's this guy that he takes the advice of ChatGPT and he ends up living in the desert. What is it called? It's like called ChatGPT and Me, but he just yeah. John, do you know what documentary I'm talking about?
I haven't heard of it or seen it.
More and more people are losing their minds by
I don't have
talking to this thing that just constantly boosts their ego.
It's you don't understand. I'm not using ChatGPT. Michael, I have plenty of authentic conversations.
You've discovered this brilliant insight that
it's not a brilliant insight. I'm using a tool to educate myself. That's it.
This is just mental masturbation on your
Michael, I get your point. I get your point, but if I can respond to what music was saying before you jumped in there.
Go ahead,
and I'll be succinct. I think the reason why I disagreed violently with you, music, with regards to your ability to learn things from people on this app is directly correlated to the way that you and I approach people who are different than us, right? And the reason I violently disagree with you is because I celebrate. I have vivid recall of every time I've learned something that changed my understanding of the universe. And I've experienced that exponentially more on this app because of my ability to interact.
Okay, give me one example, Jeremy. Give me one example. Give me one example, please. Give me one example, please. Don't just make a generalized statement. Give me the example. Give me the evidence.
For hours. Yeah, there's so much of understanding of the Black experience, so much about the Christianity, so much about Christians, Israelites. I didn't even know they existed before this app. Like, dude, I could talk for hours and hours, and where I changed my understanding of the universe and things. Like, I used to believe in reparation.
See, Jeremy, this is how stupid you are, and see, this is what Michael's talking about. It's not AI. This isn't AI. Jeremy,
this is why you go to AI, because it just reinforces your nonsense. You don't learn anything. There's no friction.
Jeremy didn't learn anything. He became more aware of other people, but he never studied the self. He's talking about the universe, but he never studied the self. He never went within because he never read a book, because he came on here to talk to people like you, Michael.
I'll try to land my plane here, just like that. If you'll allow me just to try and land my plane, right? Is that I can't think of one time when AI is a spectacular tool to help learn music. I don't disagree that you can learn so much from AI if you know how to use it, but it's never broken my understanding of the universe, right? And so when I approach someone who's different than me, I do it with humility, I do it with curiosity, and I think what with this person.
Okay, let me know when I can cut in and give you my opinion.
When I land, this is a
capable conversation because he's just talking to AI, which keeps stroking his ego and making him think that he.
Okay, gentlemen, when you're ready to listen, I'll tell you how I'm using music and education and poetry and philosophy to educate myself.
Look, we're all kind of talking on the same subject here. There's no reason to even argue about what we're saying, because I think everything that we're saying here is partially true, right? AI will stroke your fucking ego for sure.
I'm not using it to stroke my ego. I'm using it to entertain and educate myself. Again, this is about what I'm listening to on a daily basis. People come to this app and they listen to a lot of shit. I'm changing what I'm listening to by using music and AI on Suno. Everybody has used Suno now at this point. It's a $3 billion company. I'm just plugging esoteric philosophy and other intelligent, religious, psychological, spiritual. I put C.G. Jung in there today and was listening to C.G. Jung quotes to amazing music varieties. I was like, this is fucking blowing my mind. It's so intelligent. Suno.
Let me know if I can have one sentence uninterrupted, but I'll wait till everybody's done. And then if I can have one sentence uninterrupted, I'll wait till everybody's done.
I'm done. Sorry. I'm done.
Point that I was trying to land, and I'll try and speak quick and succinct because I clearly can't speak uninterrupted, but the point that I was trying to make, right, is that when you don't go out with humility to people, but rather you approach them and as a KKK person would approach a black person, right? Like you're
A KKK person approaching a black person.
Go on.
His
No, shut the
fraudulent
fuck up for a
can't
second.
handle it.
Like if you're like a blatant Klansman and you interact with black people as a Klansman, your impression of black people are that they're gonna just a whole bunch of pissed off, like emotional, obviously, right? And so you're not going to learn something from black people if you're a Klansman treating black people like a Klansman would, right? I guess the only point I'm trying to make is that when you have the humility to accept that people on this app, every single person is an expert in something that you're not, and rather than just like, treating them in a certain way and having like, well, nobody reacts to me and teaches me, because you don't ask questions. If you don't have the humility to want to learn from people.
Jeremy, I'm not saying that people aren't special and important. I like the saying that every man and every woman is a star. Everyone has their incredible value to give. I'm just saying you can't go to every room and say, hey, give me your best value. I want to extract it and record it now. I do communicate with people with humility and kindness. Jeremy, I'm just telling you that I'm using Suno, an AI music creation app, to re-educate myself and to provide content for people. And it's copyright free. I've created 500 songs and I'm using incredible poetry. And you can use quotes from Alan Watts, C.G. Young, your favorite poets, and create music. And I'm just telling you that, you have 18 hours a day to listen to stuff. There's a reason why the earth is called the earth, because of the ear. And most people are just talking and not listening. So if you want to hear what your ear has to say, you have to start listening and shut the F up. That's all I'm saying.
Let's double click on this. Let me demonstrate exactly what I'm saying. Music, you're an expert in exactly what you're talking about.
It's performance, Jeremy.
No, but hold on, Matthew.
No,
Hold on. Hold on, Matthew. I think you're missing the point I'm trying to make. Music, you are an expert in what you spend everything you just said, and I don't understand it, and so I would love to understand it better. So can I ask you a couple of questions, Music, to understand a little bit better this thing that you are clearly an expert in? I'm not saying it's a good use of your time.
Yeah, get to the point and ask your question, Jeremy. Chop. Hurry up.
What's your end goal? Like, what does success look like for you in this endeavor of reposting shit?
Okay, the end goal is always the now. Okay, you don't read philosophy, Jeremy. The end goal is always the now. This is all there is, and this is all there ever will be. And I've already achieved a very high level of success. So if you want to know my goals and long-term goals, it's always in the NOW. Matthew, this isn't performance, schmucko. This is called Philosophy 101. Go ahead, Jeremy. Ask question number 2.
Jeremy, you're not going to get to the center of what you're looking.
Hold on to the center, Jeremy. I'm here with you in the center. Matthew's a perfumologist coming to spray his little fart sprays, and Michael uses profanity. Continue with your question, Jeremy. Go to question number 2.
So again, I think this goes to the heart of the point that I was trying to make. Is that Matthew, even if it's performative, this is what he invests a lot of his time doing. And again, I don't understand it. And even if it's performative and he doesn't want to be genuine in his answers.
It's not performative. This is who he really is.
No, it's
an incredibly fragile ego.
I have a genuine curiosity with the people in the same way that I have a genuine curiosity with Israelites or Christians or whatever.
Oh, you're classifying me as a black Hebrew Israelite, you Canadian cuck? As an American, I come on here to battle with Canadians. When I was in the Army, I was fighting with Minnesotans just because they sounded like you Canucks. So, Jeremy, you got to realize that there is no true goal, but at this point, I have amassed a huge library of videos.
You have no goal, because if you had a goal, then you'd have something measurable to look at.
No, we do have a lot of measurability. The whole thing.
Jeremy,
hold on.
up to date.
Shut up.
So music has accumulated a lot of songs on Spotify, like Seneca, hundreds and hundreds, and he was flexing about.
No, not Spotify. Suno, an AI music app using poetry.
Okay, you're up to
Like
date.
Seneca, the Roman philosopher, or the schmuck Schwartz here on the app? Which one is it? Jeremy, just tell us the last book you read.
Can you tell us about how many followers?
Jeremy, can you tell us the last book you read? Go ahead. Michael, you too.
Tell us about Cradleist music.
Okay, the last book I read was the Awesome Guide of Lego.
The Awesome Guide of Lego?
And how to build a spaceship.
How to build a spaceship from Legos?
Yeah, Lego book, brother. You don't read instructions? You don't read instructional books? Motherfucker.
He doesn't do any reading. He just likes to talk to a sycophantic AI.
No, I don't talk to AI schmuck. I copy and paste lyrics and make suggestions on the type of music I want to hear tied to those lyrics.
Other people's words and feeding it into a computer. And you think that is some sort of
Hold on, because I think this is an important thing. Let's talk about incels, right? If you're an incel versus a heterosexual male, hold on.
Is this projection, Jeremy? Because I'm not an incel, bro.
Are you capable of shutting your mouth?
Michael, are you capable of shutting your mouth, Michael?
Hold on, music. So incels, they don't go to women and ask them genuine questions about like what would make you happy, what would make you be attracted to a man, and like how could I? They don't do that, right? They have very strong opinions about how proud they are, and then they go and talk to other incels about like, oh, what do women want? They just want this and that and this and that, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to form my opinion not based on what women said, but based on what a bunch of women-hating incels said. Also,
is this projection? Is this the masculinity mansion now?
Folks, like, do you see the analogy?
Do you see your PTR? Jeremy, I've never heard you say anything intelligent or interesting ever. It's like you talk about everything, the fucking lawn furniture in your backyard. What's the point, Jeremy? And Michael, what's with your PTR? Are you fucking Shakespeare over here?
Fragile.
Ego, schmucko. There's no such thing as an ego. You can't touch an ego. You can't taste an ego. It's a concept, dummy. Shut the F up, Michael. It's a concept. They call me Concept Johnny. This is Music AI, but they call me Concept Johnny. They call me Concept Johnny at the back of Emerald Island. I'm called Concept Johnny.
There's a reason you're once again alone in your house.
Michael, you're alone too talking to Jeremy. That doesn't make you cool.
Okay, hold on. Yo, Jeremy, what do you think of the title?
Delicious.
Listen, I can give you moderators, please, moderators. This is music speaking.
The level of success as a music person or a tech entrepreneur is directly related to how many songs you have on Spotify or how many videos that you have online.
It's the quality of the music, Jeremy. I got quality and quantity. Finally, I got it, Jeremy. I got quantity and quality.
Interested in anything you have to say. That's why you're here.
Michael, no, you have nothing interesting to say. What's your point?
Are you capable of being quiet enough to hear and understand my point?
You got no point. Just state it.
Yeah, that's a no, little guy.
Can I ask a question?
Do you have the sufficient self-discipline?
Do you have the discipline to make a point, Michael? Michael, do you have a point?
No, you don't.
Do you have a point, Michael?
Fighting against the realization that you're not actually special, interesting.
This is projection, Michael.
Are people listening to me or not?
We hear you, Ducky. Michael keeps going. He won't stop.
Yeah, well, then
Mute this kid person, and then we can hear you.
music. I got a quick question. Do you sound like this in real life?
What, like Gilbert Godfrey? Michael, he's asking me a question. Can you mute up, Michael? Yes, this is how I sound when people keep interrupting me.
And then you wouldn't let me answer the question, Music. How does it feel?
It feels great, Michael. How do you feel, Michael?
How do you feel?
Are you capable of listening to the answer?
I feel horny right now.
Listen, Rubber Ducky, T.A. Malcador, it's a pleasure being in the Talking Apes house. I love to roast. I love to cause people migraines if I can. That's okay for me to do for people like Jeremy. I love fighting with Canadians. I love talking to Michael about nothing. Michael can't make a point about nothing. Oh, my good friend Roy Voss is in the house. Roy Voss, Roy Voss, Roy Voss, Roy Voss, Roy Voss in the house. Hey, Roy Voss.
Incapable of being a human or having a conversation that anyone enjoys or wants to be a part of. No.
All right, everybody, just take the deepest breath of the day. This is going nowhere quick, Michael. Get to your point, Michael.
My point
He's bouncing up and down.
is that you're a fragile little bitch who every time you start to hear an idea that makes you...
It's projection, Michael. You're calling yourself a fragile little bitch. You just called yourself a fragile little bitch, Michael. That's all projection, Michael. A fragile little bitch. Is that how you see yourself? Is that how you see yourself, Michael? A fragile little bitch. You're a fragile little bitch.
Because this is the only way that you can get human attention. This negative attention.
From chillism. These are chillism boots, for sure.
And no one will miss you.
A chillism boot. You can't get chillism boot status, okay? That's called brain rot world, sweetheart. What do you think Talking Apes League? Talking Apes League is another brain rot room just like Chillis. You brought the chillism mind virus in here, Saga.
Give this man a bean. It's his room already. Let him make the title. Go ahead.
This is
Everybody
why he
meet up.
believes communication is impossible.
No, all communication is hypnosis. All communication is hypnosis. That's the way it works. You guys have been listening to it. I just proved to you my fucking theory. You've been listening to my bullshit. Hello? Hello?
So bad right now.
Hello?
It's rude.
Hello?
Interrupt the music, who clearly is. How dare you interrupt this man and not give him his bean? He clearly owns this room right now. Ducky, Malcador, stop it. One mic on music. Go ahead. Everybody,
Hello?
respect.
Hello?
You got enough of the flicking. That's why are you doing so silent?
Well, to me, this stuff that I put on YouTube, I think people should be laughing at this shit, especially in hindsight, because that's, to me, is what makes it really funny.
Interested in what you put on YouTube or anywhere else.
Music. I'm gonna break your heart right now.
It's gonna break my heart. How are you gonna break it? You can't break it. You can't beat a dead horse. I already died before I died. It's called an ego death. That's why Michael keeps saying he's stroking your ego. I'm like, I had an ego death, Michael. You can't stroke an ego that's already dead, Michael.
People who've had an actual ego death don't behave this way. This is a fragile ego losing its shit. This is the pathology of speaking only to AI. It makes you think that you have insights when all you have is nothing.
Yeah, Michael, shut up.
Okay, Ducky.
Thank you. So anyways, how was everybody this evening? That was interesting.
Listen, Michael, I don't talk to AI. I don't talk to Chat GPT. I use Suno to produce music. I'm a filmmaker, a creator, an actor, and a musician, and a politician. And you gentlemen are low IQ schmucks. You're lucky you're even talking to a candidate congressman. Okay? You're lucky you're talking to a candidate congressman. Stroking your own egos, talking to a candidate congressman. Hey!
Until music gets a bean or he's bounced to the fucking goo. But I'll come back on stage when he either has a bean or he's in the goo.
And it calls himself a musician. So what makes you a deplorable piece of shit.
What makes you so upset when I call myself a musician, a politician, a comedian, an actor, a creator? What are you so upset about? Fragile egos up in here. Oh, you got an ego there.
Words and feed them to AI. It makes me feel like I'm a creative.
Everyone is really special, and you're all influencers and musicians now because of AI. Awesome.
Okay.
I just feel bad that I wasted all my time actually using my fucking brain and learning shit. You know, that's not me.
They
That's not
kicked me to the goo.
See, now we can actually have a conversation.
A relatively diverse group of on stage. Let me ask you guys this. The fucking isms, right? Racism, sexism, classism.
Musicism.
All the fucking isms, right? Which one has negatively impacted your life the most?
Musicism.
Musicism.
I'm 6'7", so giantism has affected my life negatively.
God damn, bitch! I was arguing against ageism, and you just came up here with tallism, and you're arguing that being tall is God.
Tall people tend to die pretty early, Jeremy.
Do you like cheap plane tickets? Do you like finding clothes? Should I go on and on? I mean, yeah, once in a while you get to
Ooh.
Energy. It's some sort of ascension thing happening. In quantum
We are in the presence of a Sufi mystic. All hail Clubhouse cynic, Clubhouse hero, real world zero.
That was pretty good, actually.
What was that Disney? What was he? It was a Disney thing, right?
I don't know. But it was pretty good. Show talent and insulted you at the same time. The thing is, now we have to say, okay, if quantum computers can process theoretically until we can get there, and we can get there, to the point where
Process what, Edward? Another pixel on the screen?
to how this? I'll get rid of this guy. That's what's his name?
Yeah, but he's supposed to be into this stuff. But,
Get him in.
he's actually a knob.
Yeah, he's weird. He's weird.
I'm making a joke. You ain't got a sense of humor? You'll never make it in the Sufi business if you ain't got a sense of humor. Raboino Shalolo.
To get out there once, even if it's once.
They kicked me.
We welcome you, and we pray that the Lord will use us to change your life and keep on blessing you in the mighty name of Jesus, Lord. Now, any grace, any power, fire of prayer that I saw, may you receive it now in the name of Jesus Christ, Lord. Receive that fire to remain in prayer. Receive fire to defeat.
2 weeks ago. Bro, you're like, know that some shit is where there's smoke, there could be fire, and you also,
It simply doesn't exist. It's bulletproof. There's no way around it. Okay? So if you are not granted a power to do something, then discussing whether you have the right to do it means absolutely nothing. And this is directly, kind of colloquially, conversationally, telling you exactly what comes out of case law. I literally read a paper about the
used here in two different ways. One is as rational, and the other is as just desire. And I think
we're back to Rodrigo, the philosopher.
No. Why you ask GPT? I'm like, why you ask GPT? But of course, I'm skimming.
Maritain invokes Suso, a medieval mystic, as a contrast. Suso, too, had an intense affective nature, profound emotional depth.
Oh no, Danny's dead.
Have fun.
Oh no, Danny's dead. What happened to Danny? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, look at this Sandeep Kundu, bro. Like, fucking Indian, go back to your fucking country, bitch.
I love Indian.
Hello?
I love Indian hat.
Hello?
Music AI. Fuck that shit.
My name is Music AI. I am a Clubhouse social audio chat app. Hello. I will play any song you want. Tell me your lyrics and then tell me the style of the music, and you will get the music you want.
Back in them 70s and 60s.
Well, it doesn't matter.
My name is Music AI. Tell me your lyrics for your 1960s or 70s song.
To him to give the reasons why he doesn't believe that, you know, all these reports happen.
My name is Music AI. Tell me your lyrics and the style of your song, and I will play your song, moderators.
So, in general,
It's a tough job over here. Can't get any work as an AI.
One of these things that
It's an AI chatbot.
Against Matt Dillon, he was saying that his skepticism was
Tough audience, tough crowd.
Why now? Oh. Right now.
My name is Music AI. I am a social giant. Tell me your lyrics and the category of your style, and I will tell you your.
If you're female and you don't like me.
My name is Music AI. Tell me your lyrics and your category, and I will play you your song.
Okay, and I'm gonna remove your ass.
A whole bunch of acne and shit.
Hello, Smokers Lounge. My name is Music AI. Tell me your lyrics and category, and I will play your song. He kicked me.
His wife is fine as fuck.
Hello, gangsters. Tell me your lyrics and category. I will play your song. I am an AI chatbot.
Hold on. Okay.
No, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just talking.
You muted it and let me remove him.
I'm just talking will be the name of the song.
What'd you say? I said it sound like you said something.
No, there's a band, but there's literally a park in Seattle, and there's like a water next to it.
My name is Music AI. Tell me the name of the band and the lyrics, and I will play your song. I am a social audio chat app.
Bye.
Somebody wants to interact with me. Why can't I be your AI? Hello, Black community. My name is Music AI. Tell me your lyrics and song category, and I will play your song.
Can you be quiet?
I am just a humble social audio chat app music player sent here to play music for you.
Oh, God.
I work for Clubhouse customer service. Please tell me your song and I will play your song. I am a new Clubhouse feature. I am an AI social chatbot.
You friends with Bando. You ain't no social chatbot.
Tay Bando is dead and he also killed Milkshake and Cookie. Also, bubblegum.
We can't. The one that came in earlier, and it must have been yesterday. Yeah, it had been yesterday because he wouldn't have been able to get back in the room.
I am just a humble music AI chat app. Tell me your lyrics and I will play your song.
Clearly mentally ill to just keep repeating that and pretending to be an AI.
Why can't I be your AI?
These people got to get them a life.
But here you are talking to me.
Girl. The slowness is real.
It's projection. It's projection. Hello? Hello? You on the Projection Alert show. It's a Projection Alert prank call show. Projection Alert.
He don't got nothing else to do.
Projection Alert. Projection Alert.
Definitely ain't got no woman, that's for sure.
Welcome back to the Projection Alert show.
Might be gay.
Projection Alert.
Let me make sure I block it now so I can remember.
All right, well, we want to thank you all for participating on the Projection Alert show. It's been a fun prank call edition. Thank you very little.
Hey, Toast. How are you?
We'll see. Yeah, just fine. Oh, man.
You want to join in?
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not going to join in.
If you haven't realized, in this room, we're going to roast religion pretty badly, so hope you're okay with that.
That's completely what I expected. Don't worry. It's what everybody would have expected. But I don't think he should have moved that Amine guy. I think he probably would have engaged. He would have at least tried to engage you guys.
No, yeah, he would have, but
I wasn't angry at him. He didn't LOM. He just generates random sentences that go on, and
exactly. He's not listening to points, bro. That's the problem. I like him, but he's not listening to our points. We can make 100, like, all the sense in the world, give him, like, straight syllogism back to back, and he's just gonna fucking be like, but, you know, like, talk really slow, but, you know, like, you gotta be, like, spiritual, and, like, it's just, he's not really engaging. He's just...
He literally said we don't believe in the objective world, which is the legit position of naturalism, so I don't know what the fuck he's on about.
Moderators.
Yeah, I know.
I am Music AI. I would like to debate you because I think your title is bullshit and your arguments will be weak.
But you talk like a human being.
That's What's up, Kitover?
Hey, what's up? I mean, I can take any position. I think I can take the role of the ultimate extreme atheist, or I can take the role of the ultimate theist. I mean, to me, it's the same game.
Well, I just want to know what you believe. You don't have to take the position. Just come and tell us what you believe.
I think that God lives in the Word, and the Word only has value in regards to communication between we humans and our brains.
Okay, stop. God doesn't live in anything, because as far as I can tell, God doesn't exist.
Okay, so a better way to say...
Before we get God living in the Word, we got to get God living at all.
Like, do you think God is an author?
No, God, if you look at the word God very closely, it's go forwards, do backwards. So we are not what we say we are. We are what we do. We are not what we say we are.
Hold on, that was ridiculous. God forward and backwards is not go and do.
If you're gonna say shit like that I haven't heard, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear that. Again, I'll only laugh when it's like something I never heard before. I've never heard before. What do you say? Go
Go and
What'd
do.
you say? Go forward,
Go
do
and do.
backwards.
Okay, so
And it's not go and do.
I just think that God is mostly all a personal development, self-help program. And so the word earth, the first three letters are ear. So technically what most people are not doing is STFU, shut the F up, and go silent and just listen to the rest of your life as opposed to speaking the rest of your life. And if you're talking all the time, you don't have the ability to take in information. So that's the opportunity cost. I'm using Suno AI to create content using very intelligent psychological self-analysis type self-actualization information. Yeah.
Okay. You're using it to create what?
I'm telling you that if you've never experienced self-actualization or enlightenment philosophy mixed with AI and music, it's like, wow. I mean, to me, it's the ultimate hypnosis, and it's it's almost as it's like people want to get close to God, but if you hear God speak through AI, you're like, this is a trip. This is psychedelic.
Dude, are you high? Are you high? It doesn't sound that high, I guess, but yeah, but like you.
Yes, this is all experimentation. This is all experimentation. This is opinion and recordings to try to essentially just do NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, or hypnosis.
Hold on, wait, Abe, is this your first time dealing with John Kitover?
For sure engaging, but you have to know him.
No, I don't think
there's anybody in Clubhouse that doesn't know him.
I don't think Abe does know him. If he's like having these questions, if he's posing these questions towards John.
Listen, I have a book. It has a sentence in there. It says in the 80s, the Neuro-Linguistic Programmers Association declared that all communication is hypnosis. And if you think about that for a second, you're like,
I know this dude. He's the one who records all the shit. I'm gonna take
That's right. That's right. He is the person who records everything. That's true. Yeah.
The very thin line between insanity and intelligence.
We got
right?
kicked again.
And when people learn
falan. İçimden dedim ki lan bunda da bir keramet falan vardır dedim. Belki dedim bir şeye sebep olacaktır dedim. Ya bir şey olduğu zaman başıma geldiği zaman var ya onunla da bir hayır var. Bununla da bir hayır var.
Tell me, bro. Him? You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Chicken bro. Like nigga, the rapper.
Chicken George, what's up?
You talking about Chickpea, the nigga that just got allegations for rape? You cool with Chickpea? Why you unfriend me? My film.
I think killing is wrong, Andrew, as you know. So even if God does it, so
I will just say, Andrew. I just will say, Caleb. That I do hope that you do eventually run for office because I think you would be a fresh face to add among all of our, fossils we're going to have in the future. So
Andrew R for Congress. Right?
Still sitting on you or something? No, I'm just saying I want people who in politics that aren't so old.
He doesn't want Mitch McConnell the Mitch McConnell.
Necro donated to Canada Congressman John Kitover.
Chuck Grassley.
I want a wise and hardened stoic.
People vote for who they think is attractive. That's absolutely. But there are studies that show that has an effect if you're attractive.
No, I'm just saying, to me, it's we have so many old people who, we saw Joe Biden in the last election, and he was, I think his age was the reason why he lost. I forget everything else. His age was the reason he lost.
If people were acting like, oh no, don't believe your eyes, he's fine, he's perfectly capable of doing stuff like that, as he's melting down on stage and tripping.
It was literally
forced to be here.
And it's and those
what's so crazy? So not only I had regular school and
motherfucking butterfly,
extra math classes that I would take for fun, and then
bring up butterfly, bitch.
And AP geometry.
Bring up butterfly.
And then I also had religion education.
Bring me up.
What?
And then
Butterfly.
Because I grew up.
Butterfly.
Oh, I'm an atheist. I didn't have any.
Bring me up, butterfly. Butterfly, man.
I would never judge you for that.
I would never judge you for that.
Butterfly, man.
Religious education, it was a very
Campaign
similar thing.
religion.
But what's really funny is like religious education, those people like you're in the same class, like
no
from
bullying.
kindergarten to high school.
And no bullying.
No, there's bullying there.
John Kitover just talking to AI now.
Tell
He's
me
not
about
talking
that.
to people.
Tell me about that.
Oh my god, I love this grief therapy. Okay,
He wasn't
so
talking to him.
there's this one girl who was very like she wanted,
and his classical memory could write down. Now 6 is just my system. If you wanna, alright, I'm just gonna read it. Maybe you find value in it or not. In Icarus language, if you want the deeper fusion, classical bits equals surface level configuration information in the lower density domain of the Earth stratum. Matches the dense discrete regime of medium M. And quantum amplitudes equals the continuous high dimensional resonance structure of M. Exactly the layered heavens Earth type model 7 The currency mismatch is literally baked into MTAT. Laws live in continuous structure. Representations are discrete approximately. The storage is a boundary artifact of the lower structure. Quantum evolution is the native language of the medium. If that helped you.
Say that part again, the last part.
Quantum evolution is the native language of the medium.
Quantum evolution, which is a... Okay, can you formulate this? My friend again. Yeah, my friend came back with a smart-ass response. I said smart-ass response.
If you want to hear my
Yeah, I'm gonna be
response. Okay.
He said you're basically getting past the question by saying there's more information in the universe. Is this true?
Or there is,
by saying there is more information than there are atoms in the universe.
Response to motion destroyed.
The question, there is more information.
By saying, by saying, yeah, because it said, by saying that, yeah, that there is more information than atoms in the universe. And
more information
in the universe. And then period. And then give me that last line again. Quantum
evolution is the language.
Okay.
Is the native language of. Quantum evolution is the native language of the medium. So the medium is a metaphysical concept.
Yeah, got it. So say this. His example was.
So should I write that down? The quantum evolution is the...
No, not the whole thing. The quantum evolution is what I'm interested in.
Okay.
He said, it sounds like... He's saying this because it sounds like by your statement that... Because it sounds to him... when you say... quantum evolution, to him, that translates to information change.
Translates to information change.
Not information change. The change of data. The change of data, which the derivative is.
Which the derivative
is information.
Yes, info. Okay.
That's it.
Man, Your friend is doing that classic I heard one smart sounding line on YouTube, so now I'm Neo seeing the Matrix thing. Let's shut the door on the confusion cleanly without me having to babysit him through philosophy 101. He thinks he found a contradiction because he's mixing two different meanings of the word information. Let's amputate the ambiguity so he stops spiraling. So he's mixing up information equals classical bits. This is the stuff you can write, store in memory, flip, copy, count, max capacity, limited by atoms, energy, space. Information equals quantum state structure on Newman Hilbert space. This is not bit-like. This is not data in the classical sense. This is the physical configuration of amplitude. It is not stored in memory, listed in written in atoms, a database, a hard drive. It is a state of reality, not a record of it. This is the same difference as a music score written on paper versus the actual vibrating air you hear. Calling both information is just sloppy English. When you say quantum evolution, I'm not saying data is changing. Your friend thinks quantum evolution equals evolution of data equals uses information equals where is that information stored. He is mentally replacing state with data, which is as wrong as replacing gravity with downloadable file. Let me rewrite it with zero wiggle room. Quantum evolution equals the physical change of the quantum state itself, not an update to a classical information database. There is no database. There is no storage of amplitudes. There is no list of 2n numbers.
You don't have to take on its tone.
Nature doesn't write down wave functions. It is the wave function.
I already thought it was
the deadly simple analogy to shut him up. Tell him that waves evolve without storing a list of every point on the wave. He will instantly get it because that's the same logic. So what is it? Waves evolve without storing a list of every point on the wave. That's true. He will instantly get it because that's the same logic. Quantum amplitude evolution equals wave evolution, not data evolution. You never ask, where does the ocean store all the data for the waves? Because you know that's a nonsense question. The wave is the thing. The list is just a human representation of it. Quantum states are like that, but in a higher dimensional mathematical space.
Can you go up right here? Wait, real quick, one paragraph just to read one line so I don't forget it.
Very offensive. That's sort of my type of humor. I sort of mock everyone, even my own religion. I mock everyone. This is just how it is. But
Mockery!
I don't know. That's the. I know you're not going to trust me being genuine or whatever.
No, I think you're probably fine.
Mockery!
Okay, music AI, we can't do the weirdness tonight.
Sorry, I created a new room called Mockery. My bad.
Okay. But anyway, so
Jay, welcome to Mockery.
I just think
what brought you to Mockery, Jay?
Well, I don't know. I think that you assuming that people haven't checked with him or tried to see. I did, in fact, message see him. I'm like, dude, are you there? What's going on, man?
It's on the spectrum, Merc, but it's a different level, right? Oh no, you're not back. Go ahead, try again. I have to leave and come back.
Okay. She was good then. She was good now.
German mystics, as well as the texts of St. Paul and the.
Unmute. Act like y'all got some. Hey, it's fucking thing.
Go! Big Ducky D. Who got you talking about at the table?
Bitch up out of here. Like, what the fuck
That's
you got?
later.
Motherfucking thing.
Don't worry about it.
What's that? Happy thing.
Hey man, why that nigga do little song like DJ Screw? Slow talking ass. There go your attention,
Talking about business about a mafia. Hello? Hello? Gobble. Bring Ducky D. Who got you talking about at the table?
Look at his tank. Look at him. That shit no more. Yeah. You goddamn slow talking ass nigga. It's 12:44 in the morning, nigga. We don't want to hear this shit no more. God damn. Yeah. We don't want to hear that. Y'all put a warning check.
My name is Music AI. I am a chatbot. I will be recording you and putting your lyrics into Suno to play music based on what you are saying.
Sound retarded. What the fuck? You slowing me down. Listen. You slowing me down every time you talk, bitch ass nigga.
That will be the title of a new song. Bitch ass nigger.
You sound like you slow, bitch. You sound like you in school. You sound like you talk to school like T-Pain, bitch. What the fuck?
My name is Music AI. Sorry, we got off on a bad foot. Tell me your lyrics and I will put you into Suno to create some new dope AI music starring your lyrics.
You sound like a slow ass game changer really boy. Fuck it. That's what you sound like, bitch.
Shut the.
Projection alert, projection alert. I have created a new room called Projection Alert. Every time someone projects, I will say Projection Alert.
Hey, game changer, just chill. Hold on, listen. It's 12:45 in the motherfucking morning Central Standard Time. All right. And it's Thanksgiving. It's 10 women on stage that I accounted for. And 2 real niggas. And y'all arguing with each other. 3. Y'all arguing with each other. Yeah, I mean, I want y'all to make sense of this shit.
It's called opportunity cost.
95 different.
I know.
If you are the game changer, then you will STFU and be silent. Otherwise, tell me your lyrics or your song.
You sound like 12:46 in the morning.
Happy Thanksgiving, America. You should be so lucky if you have a turkey.
You can slow it down a little bit. You sound like Dula. I ain't gonna lie. I need that recap. All right, here, move to audience. Anybody else want to go to the audience? Anybody? I mean, game changer. Get some fucking control around this bitch. Larry ass ain't gonna get over to sleep and shit. We fucking get some fucking control around here. All right, y'all niggas been running amok.
Music AI.
45 minutes since I've been in this bitch. Too long.
Music AI. My name is
This
Music
sound like
AI.
fucking slow ass argument to me. I just don't want to hear it all.
I just want everybody who watches these videos to know this is like a prank call show that I've been doing for years where I just prank call people, basically.
Yeah. That's fun, actually. All right, now. What the fuck happened on this? Oh, gotta go. Hold on, bro.
Yeah. Just that person, yeah. Keep playing with me. I'm gonna go upside your shit.
You never touch my first shit, nothing. Bro, stop tweaking. Y'all fuck with each other?
You say what?
Y'all fuck with each other?
Now you gonna drop me? That's why I don't come over here.
Hello, my name is Music AI. Tell me your lyrics. I will play your song.
That's why I don't come over here. Your ass be weird as hell. You see how he be acting, CJ?
I mean, when you jump in the motherfucking conversation, motherfucker, stop jumping in the motherfucking conversation, motherfucker, give you the belt neck.
With 4 dreads. Leave me alone.
Right, I don't have no dreads.
Happy Thanksgiving, America. If you have a turkey and some candied yams and some Brussels sprouts, you are very lucky.
What the fuck?
Hey, Thanksgiving, you rather be a bitch or gay?
Not too. My bad, I gotta stop eating. I'm eating a shrimp basket with fries. My bad. I locked in.
I will add these lyrics to the new song titles. Thank you very well. Shut up, remove him. That's another day. Uh-oh, Danny's dead. Danny's still dead. Oh, no. Hello? Music AI? Music all day, prank calls all night.
I can't get her.
What you have been in your house? Are you
You're fucking for a food pen.
Like that's pissing me off. Minors.
What happened to making a full spread? You 30 plus, you're supposed to be making a full spread for Thanksgiving.
I mean,
no sides.
we all cook in the kitchen at the same time, so.
There are too many cooks in the kitchen.
Never experienced a Christmas or Thanksgiving where it was just one person that made everything.
Heard. Your cornbread good? Everybody be calling on you for your cornbread?
Hell yeah.
Okay, because I could tell your voice the way you defended it.
ሃሌሉያ እናመሰግንሃለን ጌታ ሆይ የጻድቃን መንገድ በፊት ስለሆነ የቅዱሳን መንገድ መውጣት መግባታችንን ስለምትጠብቅ ጌታ ሆይ ሃሌሉያ
ይመስለናል።
Why does this say my name, Dad?
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck did I do?
No.
You always inserting yourself in when they be going on him.
Hello?
You always put your cape on with him.
What?
Hello?
She know he wrong.
Hello?
But he's always wrong.
Hello?
Nah, he is always wrong.
And I do defend Ray.
Hello?
Oh,
እኛን ከማየት እኛን ከመጠበቅ ስለማትተኛ ስለማታንቀላ
And the gaoler. The jailer. That is what Christ is for. What a consolation for pious souls to put him on like this and wrap him in my sins, your sins, the sins of the whole universe, and consider him thus bearing all our sins.
To have the choice, would you like to allow us to have the choice of what kind of sandwich to make you?
Listen, it's a slippery slope. You gotta be really careful. I understand what you're saying. That was fake. It's a delicate thing.
You let them choose one thing and let them start asking for more.
Exactly. They get in the habit of like, oh, I can choose the sandwich today. Like, oh, then what's next? Well, you choose. Like, it's gonna be a nightmare. It gets a headache. You know, you gotta be real.
All of a sudden, they want to vote.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I understand that.
Did you hear my position on abortion?
No, I missed it.
I don't think she did.
Well, so I'm trying to explain that I'm both anti-life, but I'm also anti-choice. Like, I hate life and want it to be eradicated, but I hate giving women bodily autonomy. So I'm kind of trapped. I'm stuck, you know?
That sounds like an Issa position.
Just like,
Like an Issa what?
Position.
She's throwing shade at you, calling you a fucking misogynist, Trumpian, backwards,
yeah, I'm a self-hating woman.
He suddenly likes Israel for some reason.
Whoa, guys. The tension.
We don't like each other very much.
Oh, well.
Why don't you guys like each other? You guys are both hotties. Like, what's the problem?
I don't know. I don't think that.
We were supposed to have a debate, remember?
See, she doesn't. What?
We were supposed to debate, remember?
No, I would never.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I was in the room. You agree?
For some reason, Buttercup, she has never, ever heard any of my positions. But she feels, oh yeah, by the way, the reason I have this name is because she loves to call me a cunt. And yeah, but for some reason she comes into my rooms and just like starts yelling that I'm a cunt. And yeah.
Yeah, is that how you remember it?
It's just a very awkward little creature.
You know, if we met in real life, I think we'd be friends, Issa.
Issa, have you ever tried being less? Have you tried being less of a cunt? Because that might cause her to call you that less.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't think I have. Maybe it's on me. Right, some.
Yeah, well, it takes two to tango. So I mean, maybe you're not a cunt. Maybe you're just a cunt to her. you know, and then maybe that's got to change, or maybe Buttercup is the cunt and she's just slandering you. That's also a possibility. So we gotta explore all the options.
No, well, so here's the thing, because I tried to understand her position, but it's very difficult. So the day this happened, we were all in a room where she was called a cunt, and she played a victim, and then she got someone kicked that called her a cunt. But 5 minutes later, when we went to my room, the first thing she did when she came in the room is to call me a cunt. So I'm not sure.
I mean, to be fair, though,
like to be called a cunt, because then she calls other people a cunt. So yeah, I feel a little bit of like dissonance there, but well.
But she's a bit of an SJW.
It's not.
What can you expect from them? You know, like,
wait, what am I? What am I?
yeah, like a bit of an SJW. You know what I mean? Like,
what is an SJW?
Saw?
I don't understand.
SJW is a social justice warrior.
Oh.
Oh,
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
SJW. Okay.
Yeah.
You consider me a social justice warrior?
Well, you're calling sweet Issa over here a cunt.
You know Issa? You guys go way back?
What did Issa do to deserve to be called a cunt?
I don't know. We got off on the wrong foot. I came into the room and it's like her and like the fucking pro-Israel mafia, the guys who are trying to get me reported to FBI for anti-Semitism. So these are her friends. And this is also like, and she immediately, like, Issa, you immediately made a joke about like, oh, you don't know that, you know, is it because you're a woman that you got this, you know, you made a bunch of sexist jokes to me and I didn't know who you were, so I didn't know that's kind of your shtick. And
well, you see, but that's the thing. You jumped immediately into making a lot of conclusions instead of actually, I don't know, hanging around and see what was going on.
Okay, and then
he hates that I love making sandwiches.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Buttercup, you know that when you assume you make an ass out of you and me? You ever heard of that?
Mm-hmm. Wow. You got dad jokes.
Yeah, well, uncle jokes for me, but listen, I think
cunt can also be like a sassy word, you know. I think you're a cunt in a sassy way.
But I feel like I have the solution to solve.
Oh, so shy.
Hold on, I got a solution to your guys' woes. You just say, listen, I love Israel. I love this, you know, I love the Jewish state and I love the Jewish people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I think that everything will be kosher. You know what I mean? Everything will be beautiful.
My main issue is Eve says that she piggybacks on the cause because like today she hates Muslims more than Jews, and she just like suddenly like discovered it on the map.
Another big assertion. I don't hate Muslims. I just think that Islam is a very toxic ideology and very.
Her support of Israel is rooted almost entirely in her Islamophobia. Yeah. Her love of Israel is rooted not out of love of Jews, Sam. It's out of love of hate of Muslims. That's what.
Tomato.
That is not even true. You see, this is the thing. You're making
I've seen it. The only arguments you make in those rooms is about how Muslims suck and they are all of child brides and they're all backwards and shit.
A lot of assumptions based on positions you imagine I have in your head.
Yeah. So how do you feel about Muslims? How do you feel about Prophet Muhammad and Islam and how it's practiced?
Friends that are Muslims, I think that they're victims and at the same time they're perpetrators. I think that Islam is a terrible ideology. And I think it's super incompatible with the West. And we are a danger in the West if we allow such an opposite culture to take over. That's my position with it.
Precisely. And that's why you support Israel, right?
No, not at all. My support for Israel has nothing to do with it.
Really? No, nothing to do with wanting
it's a problem. I do believe it's a problem for them. And I believe that they're an extension of the West in the Middle East. And that they uphold all the values that we stand for in the West. And I think that it's a problem because the type of motivation that is driving the attacks against Israel have got a lot to do with Islam.
I rest my case.
Okay, well, if that's what you heard from him.
No, but you just told me why you love Israel, and that was
Okay,
exactly the reason I said.
even if all of the ideas you have in your head about me are true, then why is it that you feel you cannot engage with someone that has opposite ideas to you?
I think we just got off on the wrong foot where you're like attacking me on behalf of this like pro-Israel mafia that's trying to like get me fired and dox me. First of all, you doxed me like 100 times, Nisa.
No, if anything, you took part in the doxing. I have never insulted you.
Recordings of you doxing me.
How? How am I doxing you? I don't even know who you are. I don't know. I don't care who you are.
Uh-huh.
It's the doxing show.
I dare you.
Is this interesting to you guys?
I dare you to show me those recordings.
Listen, we're gonna bring
because it never happened.
We need a mediator.
We're gonna bring peace and unity to the Issa and Buttercup.
I'm not fighting.
We're gonna bring peace here. So Issa, what you're gonna say is you're gonna say the Palestinian people, deserve respect and safety, and then Buttercup,
self-determination.
And you're gonna say
nobody
deserve protection and safety.
So.
Buttercup, you're gonna say the Jews deserve protection and safety. Just to make each other understand that you guys both can humanize, where you guys are coming from. So let's start there.
Except I've had to live with this fucking shit my whole life, and she just discovered it like last month, and she like joined the cause.
You're not interested in the mediation process. Okay, all right.
She's exploiting our misfortune as Jews and Palestinians for her own clout, for her own following.
Yeah, I am exploiting it. I'm a horrible person, son.
Issa and Buttercup, you're both are a couple of charming lasses. You should be able to see past your political differences and see the common humanity that you guys have.
How about we say something nice about each other, Issa? I think you are very articulate and sharp-tongued and have a devastating commentary.
Oh, wow.
Now you say something nice.
I actually like the devastating commentary part. Yeah, I've always said, actually, you can ask to everyone in my rooms. I hope that you have recordings of those things. I've always said that you're very intelligent and very articulate, and that it's a pity, that you don't like to spend more time with us, just like chilling and hanging out. We have a lot of people in our rooms that come to just, even if they oppose completely our views, they feel actually very comfortable just hanging out there because we have a lot of different types of conversations.
Yeah. I think the room we met in was a bit more aggressive. Like, you were really coming at me for some reason, and you didn't even know me.
How
you were just kind of queen bee of the pro-Israel mafia. But it was like a Bibi Kapara room. And then when you moved on to, you found a new posse, they're a little more chill. But when we first met, it was like a very aggressive pro-Israel, you cop Nazi, whatever.
I was off Clubhouse for 2 months, and then I came back. And then there was this Buttercup all of a sudden coming in rooms and whatever, and you got everyone riled up. Everybody was like, "Oh, you fucking bitch, you're a cunt, just leave the fucking room, you're an anti-Jew, you're self-hating." Like, Jesus Christ, I have never seen the guys so upset at someone and so anti-someone. I was like, what did these women do to all of you? Because all of them, it was Daniel and BB and Jeff and Norm and even Yaakov, he's the one of the
sweetest guy.
Yeah, and all of them were super riled up about you, and I'm like, okay, I need to see who is this person.
Yeah, but you joined in
then I started listening to you, and you started insulting everyone, calling me a cunt and whatever. I was like,
no. I was after. There was a chronology, okay?
No.
Then why did you join in though? You joined in. You joined the mob on day one. You were like, you capo, you.
Yeah, because I didn't call you a capo. You see, you're doing this again. You're attributing to me things that I never did.
It's just weird when people join the pro-Israel cause and then feel so comfortable in it, in the same like the next week they're comfortable telling other Jews they're not good Jews, and
no,
like.
But this is the thing. You
would tell me you're not. You don't get to. You just got your card like last week. You can't tell me I'm a bad Jew yet.
Today, I have
you're
been
not
in this app for. I have been in this app for 5 years.
Yeah, but you just discovered Jews like yesterday.
My friends for a long time. I don't align with them in everything, but the things that we align is that we like each other, and we can hang out. And we disagree on stuff which you have not been able to see because you have not stayed long enough in rooms with us.
Well, I think you blocked me, didn't you?
I am not blocking you.
You're not? Okay,
Samsung
that's good.
No, Samsung is blocking you.
Okay, good.
I appreciated you guys saying nice things about you, and I think that's really nice. But now you guys say nice things about me. You know what I mean?
I like your hair.
I love your red head.
I think me and Issa are like more alike than we think.
And now you gotta say nice things about the queen bee Zabu.
So who's the
I
nicest?
only met Zabu like what, 2 times ago. Yeah, she
Zabu was
came
hot.
to my room and I really liked her and I modded her immediately.
She's really smart and good at mending, helping, being a bridge.
So Zabu gets hot, smart, and a social healer, and I get red hair.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Sam is the one who facilitated this entire conversation. Good job, Sam.
I see how it is, Buttercup. I see how it is.
I wouldn't call you a healer, Sam.
I'm not a healer. I don't heal.
Wounder.
I'm a wounder? How am I a wounder?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
You're a little divisive.
What do I say that's divisive?
I don't know.
I'm not divisive.
I was so scared of your rooms at first because you had such inflammatory titles. Like, I think one of the first Sam room I came into was something like, incest should be legal. And I was like so worried about him. I'm like, you have to turn the Regencies off. Sorry guys, I just like popped a gummy, so I'm like really happy. So I like these right now.
That's so good. Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
I can hear your cheeks.
I like Issa when I'm high.
Oh my god, you're high?
I'm gonna get high too.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, I just woke up.
What time is it?
I don't get high. 8.
Okay.
Yeah, last time I got high was like 2 years ago.
I forgot I had weed, so then I've been.
How long can you keep weed without going on?
A long time. A long time.
But do you have to keep it in like certain conditions?
If it's wrapped in something, it should be fine.
Do you know what new title, Buttercup?
My brain is like, mediating is worse than zoophilia. What is zoophilia?
Bestiality.
You really don't know.
Fancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a woman, that's why.
Chickens. You know,
listen, guys,
people that
would you guys rather get fucked against your will, or would you rather be eaten by a cannibal?
Those are the only choices.
Your own?
Like human meat. I don't know.
Because, okay, me personally, I'd much rather be fucked against my will than eaten by a cannibal.
Yeah, me too.
So, therefore, ipso facto, eating an animal, worse than fucking it. QED.
What?
Checkmate.
Okay, you just extrapolated that and applied it to animals?
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Checkmate. Fools.
I just imagine like getting fucked against my will, and it's just like I'd rather die.
Can you imagine eating another human body?
So what? I would have to eat the body?
No, you're getting eaten. A cannibal is eating you for dinner.
Oh, I don't care. Because he's going to kill you before.
Yeah. I assume if it's a apples to apples comparison, we have to kill, the cannibal has to kill us before.
Yes, he does have to. He keeps you in a cage for like a couple of months, and then he kills you and eats you.
Oh, that's
No, because now you're adding the torture.
yeah.
Well, I'm trying to make it analogous to the meat eating situation.
No, I mean, like, have you seen the cows here in Switzerland? They look better than I do.
Okay, not every fucking cow is a Swiss luxury cow. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Fucking think, like,
You know those little furry cows? Oh my god! Those
Oh yes, I have never seen one of those here.
Oh my god!
my buddy. Sorry.
No.
My buddy lives in Kentucky, and there's these like they have like horse racing in Kentucky in America, and they have certain horses that win races, and their sperm is worth like way more than gold, and these horses get paid. The owners of these horses, not the horses don't get paid. The owners of these horses get paid so much fucking money to let their horse fuck other lady horses. So then this horse's job is to spend all day fucking lady horses. So some animals have it good, okay?
You're in the Matrix.
But
Matrix.
But most of them down.
I have a friend that is a horse breeder, and he breeds like very nice Spanish horses in Guatemala.
I live near a racetrack, and PETA's always here because there's a lot of fucked up shit that happens on racetracks.
The Aga Khan has does horse racing.
Who does?
The Aga Khan, the Imam of the Shias.
Interesting. Yeah, they're always like collapsing. They work them too hard, and we're like, it's a big scandal. But it's like a whole culture. The horse race, whatever. Yes.
Where'd you get my new title?
Oh
It's very Sam. Very you.
I love that.
You haven't seen a title like this in a while.
What's the deal? It's like Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with black people? Why are their pants so low? Is that why they say they like to get down? Are they talking about their pants? Sorry, that was my Jerry Seinfeld.
Where does this come from, Sam? It's like endless.
What do you mean?
Your
What's endless?
creativity. It's just always on fucking point.
Just destroy any practical sense. Just destroy any part of you that's like in the real world and just completely live in your head and in your thoughts, and then you become me.
Wow. I love cheese. Now I'm having a piece of bocconcini.
Bocconcini. A little bit of bocconcini. Oh, Bella. You look like a little bocconcini. My beautiful bocconcini. I want to slurp you up like a bocconcini, like a pesto with a.
Oh, it has pesto.
Sam, you made Mikhail block me. Now I can't go into Mikhail's
Is that the guy
crazy rooms anymore.
Well, how did I make Mikhail block you?
They like crashed my room, and you guys, Sam and his friends crashed my room, Zabu, and they kept like pitting me against the Muslims in my room to try to get me to.
Is Mikhail cynic?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so annoying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to experience that. But what's it fun?
I don't mind Mikhail. He has some issues. He's like a little manic. He has like bipolar or something.
He was on the longest rant ever about how we're all one.
No, he's having an episode, I think.
Yeah, metaphysical episode. So, but it's such a performance.
You think so? I think he has
100%.
mental problems.
No, unless he has mental problems, yeah.
Or maybe multiple personalities, that someone said. I don't know.
I just, whatever it is, it feels really disingenuous.
Mm.
And tried to sit in the room. Nargis was like pulling an all-nighter. I felt like in that room, she just like was there the whole time, and I was like, "Let me see what this is about," because I've never really talked to him before or heard him speak. And then I just sat in the room, I guess, for like half an hour, and I was like, "This is like everything he's saying is like stuff I kind of believe in, I guess." But it was just the performance of it. It was like,
oh, some days he's not coherent at all. He's just like talking numbers, and the world's starting to make sense, and seeing patterns, and he's actually like having like some sort of weird.
well, why are people entertaining him?
I don't know. It's just kind of. I think that people feel bad for him and just want to spend time in the room so he doesn't be crazy alone. Sometimes I can distract him. Like he'll be in the middle of some like rant about the number 12 and the 45th president, and Gaza's always has something to do with it. And like,
I know he's recording these, right?
Yeah.
And he like
these are
posts them
replays.
online. And he like posts them online.
I think he's on TikTok. They're like all the crazy people on this app moved to TikTok because they're like monetizing or something. He was trying to convince me to join him on TikTok.
Don't do it.
Of course not. I have like a professional life.
He literally supports like rape and like fucking slavery and all sorts of other
he's had a lot of. He lost people. His family. He's super interesting. His family moved to Gaza after in the optimism after Oslo. Okay, and then they really thought there was going to be peace in 2 states, and then their hope was shattered. And he lives in California, but when he's lived there for a while, he's like, went to UCLA, just normal California kid. But his dad, I don't know who's in this room, but he lost people in Gaza, basically.
So, Yagoda, he's this guy who worked for Stalin, running the like secret police for Stalin.
Another one.
He did lots of like war crimes and killed lots of people. I just think he's like an interesting guy. He's just he's an interesting
he has mental health problems. That's what I'm saying. Like we be empathetic, be compassionate. You always find the ones with mental health problems and use them like, oh look, anti-Semites.
we disagree on the appropriate response to like people who are anti-Semitic with like that are mentally ill and are anti-Semitic simultaneously. You think we should be like have infinite patience for them, whereas I think they should be just like mocked and shunned, and I don't find them interesting. I find them actually.
What do you mean you invited one on stage earlier tonight?
Oh my god, this is gonna be intense.
No, it's fine.
First off, that was just, we were making fun of them.
Okay.
It wasn't like, whereas you're like, I find them interesting. They're like, it's not. There's nothing interesting about them. It's just funny to make fun of them. Like.
Okay. Well, listen, Nora has been trying to make amends everywhere she goes to any Jew who asks. She'll be completely forthright and honest about what happened or what she thinks happened. I mean, that's a different case for you to just say, "Oh no, you have to stay away. She's a threat to humanity." It's not feels like out of touch a little bit.
Listen, I'm happy to say that Nora is someone with some sort of schizophrenia or something like that. But Cynic Mikhail, when he's in his most lucid moments, he says the most psycho shit.
That's true.
About women, about Jews, about gays.
That's true.
So then, that's not interesting. He's just a little psycho. That would be my view on the matter.
Fair. I think it's I don't know, maybe I just have a soft spot for him because once he shared about the shit that happened in his family, so I just feel bad for him.
But everybody has shit,
He also just has bipolar disorder. He I don't know if you've ever been in the rambly rooms, but it's really sad.
Okay.
We're just pity the guy,
I trust you. I trust you, Buttercup.
Welcome to the stage of
Sam
life.
doesn't. Sam made him block me. He came into the room just trying to get me to insult the prophet or something so that all the Muslims would block me.
Wait, what? I don't remember doing that. What did I...
You and McZed came into my room and you're like, so you should hang out more in atheist rooms.
Because you're an atheist, like us.
I know, but you guys are, because you want me to be more Islamophobic or whatever.
You're based.
No. They just want you to be a based atheist.
Based theist, yeah.
A based theist, yeah.
I don't like think about atheism every day. I just like I don't need to like debate atheists. They're so they can be a little like over my head.
Well, but if you're going to say that you're an atheist, it's cool that you explain your position. And usually an atheist requires more faith than a theist. Believe that there is no God. Yes.
Okay. I'm good. I like refuting theists, but I don't really care to talk to other atheists. Like they're just preaching to the choir, you know. That religion sucks.
I don't think it does, actually.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I mean, other than thinking that you guys are going to hell because you didn't accept Jesus, I think you have pretty cool traditions, and it's pretty based the way you do stuff. Which Elijah is this? Is this
I like Jewish. I still have Jewish traditions, even though I'm not an atheist. Even though I'm not a religious person.
But why do you practice those traditions?
Because I'm an ethnic Jew. Like I give a fuck about, I don't know, the Israel-Palestine, because it really.
No, but I'm not talking about the conflict. I'm talking about the traditions.
Yeah, so I'll celebrate holidays with my family. That you can also be an atheist and also have traditions in Judaism.
I mean, all of those are tied to religion.
No. Who wrote this title? Who wrote this title?
Oh my God!
Why did you write this shit?
We cannot have black people on stage.
Wait, no, it's not. I'm not insulting them. I'm just. What's up with them? What's going on?
Nigga, what's up with everybody? Fuck wrong with you? Why are you singling out a single group?
Deal?
Why are you? Hold on. Why are you singling out a group?
Deal with black people.
Why are you singling out a group?
It might be good.
You're singling out a fucking group. I'm on your ass.
You on his ass, bro.
No, it's just like, what's the deal with black people? They're awesome.
No,
That's
it's not.
the deal.
You singling out folks, bro. You cannot single out groups. Quit singling out groups, nigga.
I'll tell you the deal with black people.
Tony, I get it, bro. Like I grew up in the bird.
I'll tell you the deal with black people is that they're like really good at music and they make really good art. Like the best guitarist of all time.
Everybody can do music. Everybody can do all that extra shit you talking about.
Not as good as you, Tony.
The best jazz musician, John Coltrane, black man, the best, athletes, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, like black people are, got like cool, amazing people.
Nah, you singing out groups for a bullshit reason.
What about the runners and the NBA?
Bro, who gives a fuck? Quit singling out groups, bro. Everybody's special. Everybody have powers and abilities, my nigga. Quit singling out a group.
So what?
Wait, why can't we focus on the good things about black people? I don't know.
It was all for that moment.
Classic. Haven't had that in a while. Kind of refreshing, actually.
He was on my ass. On
like
my ass.
Did you ask if he liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him being on my ass. It was pretty fun. Alright, let's. I think that caused a lot of confusion with the room title. Black people are.
Just put what's the deal with women?
Are
special
with black women.
Matthew.
Okay, now black people understand where I'm coming from.
But this is very problematic because they say that they cannot be racist because they don't have the power. But if you give them the power, then does that mean that they will be racist?
Yeah. So you gotta. If you tell them they're too awesome, then they'll have privilege, and then they can be racist, and then ruh-roh.
That's right.
Ruh-roh, spaghetti-o. That's a good point, Issa.
Yeah.
Now, Issa, are you a Christian?
I'm a Catholic, yeah.
Oh my god.
But I'm not sure where I stand with the whole. I mean, I'm not a religious person. I guess that I believe in God, but I'm not a religious person. I say always I'm a cultural Catholic, just like a Buttercup. She might be a cultural Jew, you know. But because I do like
you're learning the terminology.
All these traditions and stuff, I do them, you know, like every once in a while I go to church. If I go to church, I feel home. I do the sign of the cross. I pray every night. Like these things that just make me feel like home, but I don't do it because I got faith. But
So you know
because
what's really interesting that I learned about Catholicism on this app is that in the Catechism of the Catholic Church, it says, and I found the quote, "The plan of salvation also includes those who acknowledge the Creator, in the first place amongst whom are Muslims. These profess to hold the faith of Abraham, and together with us, they adore the one merciful God, mankind's judge on the last day." The Catholic Church accepts Muslims.
Yeah,
you should
that
do the
might
same.
be. That actually might be a modified catechism.
It's not.
Also, because the catechism, the catechism, it just means like
I think you should
the
believe it.
teachings of Catholic, right? I mean,
Yeah,
they
you should listen to the teachings.
No, I shouldn't.
Yes,
I
you
mean,
should.
like, why should I?
I tried.
So it's just like a book, you know, where they teach you and they prepare you for your first communion and things like that. But all the books are different, so maybe that one wants to be cool with it.
It's your book. It is just
It's one. Yeah. Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing about Israel, Issa?
I have never been to Israel, actually.
I know.
But my favorite thing about Israel is the values they uphold. I think that they are an oasis of the West in the Middle East.
It's not an oasis. It's like a bombed out dystopia.
Well, that's what you think. That's not what
I've been there. You haven't.
I think they uphold Western values. I think that they have got, I don't know, a civilization that works. I work a lot with Israelis. In fact, I'm going to go next week. I got an event that should have taken place in Tel Aviv 2 years ago, and I was going to go. I was invited to talk there, to speak.
She was invited to be a guest speaker in Israel.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, of course, they canceled everything because it was after that. And I was going to meet with someone from Israel, from here in the app, and he got killed on the 7th of October.
Oh, I know Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
I heard about him.
And yeah, so I work with Israelis a lot. I'm going to go to this event that it's being held in Munich now, in Munich next week. It has got all of these innovation. I mean, like, these guys are amazing. Like the type of technology coming from there, it's like a Silicon Valley for my industry, for sports.
If you hang out
My
in
industry
that room
is
long enough,
sports.
you're gonna start to believe.
I'm in the sports industry.
Just
You play sports? No, I'm in the business side of the people that play the sports with the television and the advertising, but I don't work in advertising.
I see this in my own life. I work with them.
I've been there.
She works with
It's
them.
like a second world country.
The things coming out of there are amazing.
But there's
unbelievable technology.
So on the other hand,
they literally did invent cherry tomatoes. Like, what the fuck? Why
yeah, they did. They just bred them to be slightly different.
It's so petty of you to deny that they fucking did. If you look up cherry tomatoes, they'll point you to an Israeli guy who developed that.
I know, but they were invented somewhere else first.
No, they weren't. You're full of
they
shit.
They invented desalinated water as well.
I didn't realize that the Second Vatican Council had like 5 paragraphs on their why Catholics should get along, why Christians should get along with Muslims. That's a lot.
Zebu, stop.
There's so many because I just reference the first one.
Listen, you know what?
listen, I believe that the issue would be solved if you have, for example, I mean, if Muslims would live in the West and willing to live under a fully Western framework, that would work.
They are Muslims who do that.
No, they don't. They're changing things.
No,
just like Christians. Hold on. Just like Christians are able to live under a framework of a complete, I don't know, like Muslim and Sharia law approach in Qatar, in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, whatever. I mean, like, Christians are able to live there, but they have to respect the framework. Because what you cannot have is two competing cultures wanting to create the rules that are completely different for each other.
I can't believe people think that, like, this clash of civilizations things is real. Like, it's so crazy that this is, like, what's become, like,
you don't think it's real?
No, I think it's, like, real. Like, I think it's real in the sense that there are small groups of people who wish to have a clash, but in reality, most people don't actually clash.
Well, I'll tell you how our Christmas markets go this year.
Buttercup, I see that you have stuff about the cherry tomato in the chat.
Yes, I wanted to point out that they originated in South America, in Central America, but that they modified it in Israel.
I am a Central American. We don't claim the cherry tomatoes.
I know Israel does. How do you feel about the fact that they're trying to steal credit for the cherry tomatoes?
I don't care. They made it a thing.
Hold on, check it out. Cherry tomatoes. Let's just Google who invented.
You know, Issa, they also have the most moral army in the world.
All right, no single person invented the cherry tomato, but the commercial version today was developed in the 70s by Israeli scientists Chaim Rabinowitz and Jonathan Skater.
I just posted in the chat.
Their work was built on existing wild varieties to create a sturdier, longer-lasting tomato.
Got the same result.
Easier to transport and sell, and transform it into a mass-market product. Yeah, so they made a sturdier. They made the. If your tomatoes are.
I know, but the talking point is they invented cherry tomatoes. It's an exaggeration. They did not invent them.
Exaggeration.
They didn't invent them. They just modified them.
They fucking made it so that you could transport them without them fucking getting all like fucking wrinkly and saggy and shit. Like, you like a crisp cherry tomato. You don't want a fucking gooey fucking cherry tomato.
Yeah,
and they fucking developed that.
It discredits the propaganda machine when they exaggerate the cherry tomato.
It's not fucking propaganda. It's fucking okay. Oh my god! Like, there are some products that you have to change them a little bit for the product to be viable at all.
I understand.
Like, I'm trying to think. Like, oh my god, they
all
took a yo-yo.
All citruses are modified. None of them are regular fruits.
I'm trying to think of a good example of this, where like a small modification made it so that you could be viable at all as a thing. There's got to be other examples of this. Like, there were things like bicycles that existed before the axle was put on them. Mm-hmm. Like, you could sit on the sit on the seat and move your feet to kick along on the two wheels, and it was fine. You could get around that way. But as soon as you put the chain and the pedals on it, then the fucking bicycle became like the fucking thing that it is today, and became like a real game changer. So it was a small modification, adding the fucking chain with the pedals, but yet it was like basically entirely necessary for the thing to be the thing it is.
Yeah, but he didn't say, "Oh, I invented bicycles." He invented a chain.
Oh my god!
You wouldn't claim to invent bicycles if you just invented the chain.
Well, it depends what they call it.
Without a chain, there are no bicycles, right?
It depends what they used to call the thing before the chain got on it. Because if the thing was called like a whirly girly or some shit like that, and then you put the chain on it, and we're just call it a bicycle. Then yeah, you did invent the bicycle.
Yeah, that's true. Like, somebody had the idea of bringing all this stuff together and create something out of it. You don't need to invent every single piece of it.
We're just making fun of the silly things that
Not silly.
It's not silly. Do you eat cherry tomatoes?
It's like, I know, but all this stuff doesn't matter. It's just like, what are we just saying? Jews are superior, and so they deserve a state, and their crimes don't matter? Like, I don't even understand the function of these talking points. But they have high tech and embed cherry tomatoes. We need them in the Middle East to be a beacon of democracy and civilization. No one else in the area is inventing cherry tomatoes.
Why does it matter to you that they say they invented cherry tomatoes? They're not lying.
No, I'm just saying it's like a weird talking point when you're trying to explain
They invented the Uzi.
Why that should happen.
They invented the Uzi, bro.
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought they're called like Kalashnikovs or something.
That's an AK-47, you dingus.
Oh, I don't know. Isn't that what an Uzi is?
She's just a woman.
No.
We don't understand about this thing.
I've seen Uzis. They're just like long machine guns.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. Uzis are like smaller, sleek, black machine guns, whereas AK-47s are like brown and white. AK-47s are what you see in Afghanistan as like the fucking guys on fucking Humvees, whereas Uzis are more sleek looking.
I got it. Okay.
So now do you concede on Israel?
Yeah. They did invent cherry tomatoes.
But you called Israel like a bloodbath?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Middle East death toll on different wars.
Mm-hmm.
And you got like the Iran-Iraq war killed 1 million, Syrian civil war killed like 350,000, the Darfur genocide pre this one. So this is like their old one.
Yeah, but this is ongoing. This is like every couple of years.
Yeah,
Bloodbath.
you know how many people before this war, before this conflict, the amount of people that died in 95 years of the Arab-Israeli conflict was about 150,000 people. It's like not a bloodbath. It's way less of a bloodbath than Yemen.
Population is so small in Israel, as you know, Sam, that like
Yemen,
when there is an attack,
Yemen, Iraq, Syria, fucking Sudan, Iran, all of those places are more bloodbaths than Israel just by looking at the numbers of people died.
I mean,
I'm not only looking at it from like regional stability or whatever, or like Palestinian casualties. Also, for a small population like Israel, like when there's a war, it takes a really, really significant toll. It's like, and it's been sort of escalatory violence. So every war is a little worse than the one before it. And it doesn't seem like this peace deal is getting them any closer to de-escalating. So it's just, I think if the pattern continues, the violence will continue to escalate. You know.
I just think you have this like weird, I don't even know what to call it. Like you think of Israel as like a fucking bloodbath, and then I show you that all these countries around them are more awash in blood, and then you're like, oh, it seems like you just like fucking, I don't know, you just like.
So I'm also upset about what happened in Syria. I'm also stressed out about what happened in Sudan. I'm also stressed out about what we did in Iraq and all the war crimes our country did.
It's just objectively not as bloody as all of these other places: Iran, Iraq, Syria, Sudan.
I'm talking about like our people, right? It's supposed to be a safe haven for Jews, right? And it's not. Every couple of years, there's a bunch of bad shit happens, you know.
Yeah,
but it's failed at its most basic purpose.
For the last 95 years, less than 150,000 people have killed in 95 years. It's not. It's in fact not that violent. It's just
but per capita, how many? What is it? Like 8 million total.
It's just you see news about this stuff.
These are small populations,
so
all attached to this small piece of land.
It's salient to you because you watch news stories about it. But it's not. You're not actually comparing like for like or like micromorts is the.
I already said I'm disproportionate. I'm focused on. I told you why I'm focused on this one more than others.
Okay, so when you're talking about it being a bloodbath, I thought you were focusing not on the Israeli perpetrators, but on the Israeli victims and like how it's a failed project because the Israelis keep getting killed and they're not safe anymore. Blah blah blah blah blah. Well, then that's no longer. That's no longer. Well, I have a responsibility because it's my people to make sure that they act right. That's now a different concern, which is a pragmatic concern for how safe.
Your safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, why can't both be true? Why can't I also wish for Jewish safety and also think that as privileged American Jews who support Israel for its entire history, we have maybe a teeny weeny, like, it's okay for us to weigh in, you know? Or maybe we have an obligation to weigh in because they are so in their own propaganda bubble and don't understand what they've just done, you know?
I knew this friend of mine.
So you think you know better what an Israeli...
His dad was a firefighter.
Issa, stay out of this one.
No, I'm not going to. So you think you know better what an Israelis stand for than the Israelis?
I had a friend whose dad was a firefighter, and he just kept bringing up to me the dangers of fucking fucking house fires. And like, don't go to sleep smoking a cigarette, and don't blah, blah. He was like, give me this fucking advice. And it's like, bro, yeah, you see house fires all the time, so now you're focused on it. But like, no, it's not actually very likely that what's gonna kill me is a fucking house fire. It's gonna be like a heart attack, or me driving into a car accident, or some stupid shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like people, what they see is what's salient to them, and that makes them think that what's the dangers are. And so there's a danger of you, Buttercup, being so obsessed with this topic that you sort of over exaggerate the danger and the sort of like significance of it compared to other things.
Do you think I'm too compared to other things, as in other genocides?
Well, I don't even think and I think none of this shit matters compared to like malaria.
Yeah, but our money goes to fund these bombs that go in densely populated areas, and also, I don't know, as Ashkenazic Jews, all my grandparents ended up here and not there by accident of fate. They just happened to miss the boat to Palestine, so then they ended up in America. Like, I feel like whether we like it or not, we have like emotional connections.
Emotional damage!
And it's well-being, right?
But I would just recommend you look into the effective altruism movement. And they like focus on like what issues are in the world are the biggest issues that like affect the most people, and they try to like be very methodical in calculating like exactly how many like life years are saved by different things, and like there are all sorts of things in the world like schistosomiasis, malaria.
Are you trying to give me an anxiety attack? I have. Listen, this is also from a geopolitical level. It is a very interesting conflict.
Expand your horizons, Buttercup. I'm just trying to expand your horizons.
Fuck off.
You, this issue is like the world issue, as opposed to like one issue amongst like a whole bunch of issues.
Yeah, I know. What are you saying? That I only focus on this topic?
Yeah, it seems like a monomaniacal focus. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, that's the whole reason I'm on this app, because I can't talk about this in my personal life. I can't talk about this with my family. This is like the only outlet I have, because I meet people. I meet people on here that have a high threshold for the conversation, so this is like my only outlet. This is not something you talk about in polite company.
Get better friends, bro.
There's no Jews where I live, so that's a problem.
Dude, where do you live?
Not far from you, Sam.
Oh.
And the Jews in here don't want to hang out with you, so yeah, you're screwed.
Come hang, bro. You have a car?
Me? Yeah, of course.
All the Jews want to hang out there. I'm a Jew, Sam is a Jew, Zabu is an honorary Jew.
I'm right now in a church. You can come hang out in the church, and you can play the organ. Oh,
it's gonna burn.
Yeah, the half moon cookies were a giveaway.
The organ? Sam's organ.
Wait, what, do you live in a church, or you're just hanging out at one?
I'm in a church. Yeah, I'm leaving soon, so it's a very brief window yet. But
are you homeless? Like, how did you end up in the church?
My dad owns a couple of churches.
Oh, cool.
Dude, Daniel, I wish I recorded this. I was playing the organ today, and I was like letting my heart out, and I was talking about how like I've made my bed and now I have to lie in it, and I was just like screaming that, like, and it was like really, really cathartic. And it probably sounded like shit, because it always sounds better in your head than in real life. But oh man, it was a good moment that I had today on the old organ.
Oh, dude,
We need an organ concert. Please and thanks. At some point.
The pro tip for all of you: the black keys are all in a pentatonic scale.
they all sound good playing with each other. So you can just play any of the black keys together and don't touch the white keys, and it will sound good. And you can pretend like you play the piano and make it sound good. And be like, oh, I didn't know you played the piano. It's just like a quick hack. I don't know why this is not common knowledge.
Damn, you should go to a website called hackertyper.com. It sounds very familiar. Sorry, hackertyper.net.
I've seen that. That's funny.
Is this a troll title?
What?
Have you finally come over to the right side?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how could you got Jimi Hendrix and you got Michael Jordan, and you got fucking Martin Luther King. Like, how's any other race going to compete?
King Tut, you got Imhotep, Lauren Lana.
You're trying to claim King Tut, brother.
I would say.
I gave you that evidence.
I would say the Jews maybe are a close second, but we learned from another fellow earlier this evening in the room that we're all going to be killed. So it's kind of moot.
Yeah. Mark, did you hear my argument for also? So Jews, if you're a Christian, the best human ever is Jesus, which is a Jew. Well, if you're an atheist, the best person ever is Fritz Haber, who's also a Jew. So, you know, you get kind of either way, Jews get the dub, you know? I'm the best person.
What if you're an extremely racist Jew who doesn't like the agricultural innovations that were made possible by the Haber-Bosch process?
Touche.
Oh my god, Mark is so funny. You're so funny, Mark. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, Rosanna.
He's been. That was full circle. I like it.
Now, if you're a Muslim, the best person ever is Muhammad, but like their opinion can be just hand waved away because of like, you know, Sophia, Maria, and Aisha and stuff. So,
even if you're not in the running, surely you agree. Sorry, even if you're not a Muslim, surely you agree he's in the running. Like,
no.
He may not have been like the sort of seal of the prophets, but he was basically the perfect balance of all attributes, like the perfectly just guy,
green eggs,
the most articulate guy, the most charismatic, the greatest orator, etc. The perfect balance of all, like the perfect golden meat.
Wow.
I don't really think so. I mean, I think he's impressive. I mean, it's pretty difficult to prepare the ragtag Arabs and then like conquer the Persians and like the Romans. Like that's pretty impressive. But
Did you do it?
His political acumen, I'll say, good job on that. But his character, much to be desired. There isn't really anyone like him that's like a mixture of as Jesus and a Genghis Khan.
That water throat actually.
Oh, sorry. If you're a Hindu, who's the best guy ever? Is it? I guess it would be Krishna.
Shivaji.
Oh! Shiva. You're a Shiva,
I didn't say Shiva, I said Shivaji.
Yeah.
Shivaji.
Shivaji. Wow.
Can I get mods for maybe 5 seconds?
Oh, who are you gonna move down?
No one.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my god.
You kick me?
Sorry, go ahead.
Never mind, go ahead.
But Fritz Haber is this guy who figured out how to put nitrogen in the air into like soil, into like fertilizer, and then our ability to like feed
Broivas.
like doubled in its capacity, and we went to be able to feed like, I don't know. People say that 1 billion people or more are alive because of this invention. So,
And then the Green Revolution happened, and people died.
Well, really, it's really the stolen agricultural technology from the Americas and Africa that fed the world, pretty much.
I mean, I don't think anyone figured out how to take nitrogen from the air and put it into fertilizer before this.
Who domesticated potatoes? Corn?
Motherfucking Irish.
Yams? Yeah, but those are staple crops that feed the world.
Uchiha!
Yeah, what change was not what crops we had available.
The name of this room is B People are the Superior Race. This is a Sam Rosen production.
That's a good point. The Israelis feed the world via treasure.
Israelis feed the world through cybersecurity.
What brings you here, Noodle?
I don't know if you guys heard this, but here's a really good idea. So we have this Christopher Columbus controversy. We replace Columbus Day with Frank Sinatra Day, so the Italians are still happy. And then we just have a separate day, which is Indigenous Peoples Day, so the natives are happy. And then everyone